Hello, Big Beefy Burger Biter here with another episode of The Binding of Isaac Repentance. It's more Lilith. Hopefully, the last of the Lilith runs for now. That's insane to immediately get Seraphim on the familiar character that duplicates familiars. Basically, like one of my favorite familiars in the game. I would even go so far to say as, especially early game. If it was on any other character, I would say honestly, Seraphim's probably better than Incubus to start. That might be a hot take. That's why I'm saying any other characters, because I'm considering that lower damage. But I am considering the fact that homing tears plus extra damage is gonna be it's gonna be that strong thing that you like. Sacred Heart. It's basically a Sacred Heart. Not having the item Sacred Heart, but like the damage of what the familiar is compared to your average damage familiar. But hey, I got something funny. So I saw on Twitter there was on trending there was I'm like, okay, will this guy fire ever? No. Minecraft's trending with the new mob vote, which is it's neat that there's another funny character on the works. But every time there's a mob vote, I always get this like level of confusion where I'm like, okay, so you gotta vote for like what mob you want. Do you want the sniffer? I don't even remember the other two. I was looking at like some this is not the current one that's happening right now. Like the sniffer, some like little goblin, and I forgot the third one. And it's like you vote for which one you want, and I have never understood that. I'm excited. Even knowing like, hey, game development in a large company is like, hey, you know, we got all these resources, we got all these people, we got these graphics designers, storyboarders, like all these people, artists, social media managers, all this sort of stuff, programmers, like all these people. I'm not a game developer, but I do wonder why, like, did they just can't add all three? Like, it always never makes any sense to me why that's the case. Because it's unlike like most games. Like when you make like the polar bear in Minecraft, you just kind of put it in the game, and you don't have to consider like, okay, well, how does the polar bear affect late stage progression? And it's like you don't. That's not like what Minecraft mobs do. They basically do their one function, and then you never see them. Like a mushroom is never going to be like something that gets out of the game, and it's like, wow. The balance is so off kilter now that because of that decision that we had to revert it. It's just like, is it really that hard to add a turtle? Like, it can't be that hard. But that's what it really feels like. Because like right now it's what was it, a crab, an armadillo. What was the third one? Penguin. And it's like those are all like biome specific probably, and that's like you need to make the biomes and all the biomes a little bit more interesting, like their lack of anything. Again, like mushrooms, as far as I'm concerned, could just never exist and like no one would bat an eye. But like you can't just add all three, so there's some more interesting things, because again, it's like I don't update Minecraft too often, because like there are a lot of mods I like that just don't update, so I don't particularly go out of my way to play the newer versions of the game to have I don't know, like things that are annoying that spawn in the sky if you don't sleep for 3 days. Like obviously, okay, there's a good example. Hey, that's a thing they added. I don't remember if that was a voted for thing, but man, are those annoying and not fun to deal with. Oh, I didn't sleep for 3 days. Here's the thing. There's an annoying thing spawning in the air that its animation honestly looks rather like stiff. It like doesn't look like it works correctly most of the time. I didn't even bomb the other one, and that's 2 guppy items. That's Mom's toenail, which I could see at that point. And I'm gonna take it. So, again, I like to take the funny items that aren't good. I really... And again, like, here's this point where it's like, okay, it's harder for, like, a regular game that's not Minecraft, like an open sandbox game, to, like, consider, okay, let's take Deep Rock, for example. Like, how long was it, like, since for Season 2 was lasting? I had been playing the game for, like, over a year, and it took, like, a year for, like... Oh, that's the second foot that's almost hit me. For them to, like, add new things, and so they added new things to the game. They added a couple new, like, bug variants. And when they add something like that, they gotta be like, okay, well... Let's consider, like, what difficulty you need to be on for that, like, what, like, the difficulties for damage, all of that. How effective is, this thing against certain, like, classes, since, like, let's say, like, a character that puts stuff on the ground that hurts you, is probably not going to be that much of a bother with some, like, the scout characters, or, like, high mobility characters, but, for ones that are pretty much stationary on the ground for most of the time, aka like a gunner or something, maybe a little bit more of a threat. And, same thing with the other enemy they added, where it's like, hey, I go and stab you and throw you behind me. Again, Scout's probably not going to have to, like, worry too much about getting tossed around and taking fall damage. He has a grappling hook. Engineer probably doesn't have to do it nearly as much. He has a really good perk on one of his guns that's just like, hey, you just take less damage. If you fall on this, like, it's fall damage reduction. Like, that's always a thing. And in Minecraft, it's just like, here's a little dwarf that, like, drops seeds. I'm combining what, like, the sniffer and the little dwarf would do, but it's like, it really cannot be that hard to just add 3. I know you probably don't get, like, the hype and the engagement to be like, wow, I get to vote for my thing. But I'm gonna say, like, most of the time, you're probably leaving. Because, like, at least I think the sniffer one was pretty, like... It was pretty, like, even on all accounts. That you're like, okay, you're gonna leave a lot of people disappointed. And I'm gonna be that guy that's like, it's disappointing that not all of them could have been added, because it seems like instead of making like a bunch of videos, and I know like these are all people in different departments that do different jobs, like, so it makes sense why something like that wouldn't be happening entirely. But it's like, why do you need to make like 3 videos to describe, and they're honestly hard to sit through. I literally can't watch these videos. Like, when they introduce the mobs, like, the voice acting is just, like, it's just not, I can't. It's for children, so, like, it doesn't matter what I say for that, at least. But it's like, why put all those resources in that to then just, like, disappoint 66% of the people that wanted something else to be added in the end of the game? I don't get it. Because you would just make everybody happy if you added all 3. Because I don't anybody, like, unless you're like the one guy that I saw on Reddit that was like, I can't stand the sniffer. Like, unless you're him, like, then you're probably not gonna be like upset that they added like just some guy, like a funny creature. Because then you'd have like 3 funny creatures. Because again, the alternative is, let's like add an annoying enemy that's not fun to fight to the game, and then yeah. But it's a sandbox game, so who cares? And it's not for me because, hey, I'm not updating the game to. Again, I play 1.12 right now. If I play Minecraft, which I still don't play Minecraft, which probably doesn't help my my argument. But it also would help that I'm just like, why would I need to play Minecraft when I have mods that already add all 3 of the animals that are being voted for right now? Oh, because the crab can walk on walls? Nice. Just gonna stay confused. Doesn't make sense to me. I'm sure I've already put a post on Reddit. Being immediately told I'm wrong. Doesn't really answer my question. I'm like, why can't it happen? It's because a big company, you know, it's harder for them to make one thing, I guess. Counterpoint, like, how many, like, side projects are they doing? Because that is another thing that they're working on, like, I don't know, Minecraft Dungeons, whatever the, RTS one that... I don't know, I think it's divisive. I don't think people care for that one too much. I could be wrong. It's definitely not higher rated than regular Minecraft, which is just like... Obviously you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Like, if you can branch out and make a profit, go ahead and do that. But it's just like... When, like, an Enderman would get added in Minecraft, it was a big deal. And what, like, Notch? I don't know how big his team was, or if he was doing it himself. At that point, I'm pretty sure he had a team at that point. I don't remember. I don't care. Notch is just like a guy. And he doesn't work on the game anymore. Because he sold that to Microsoft. But it's like, here's all this other side stuff. There's all these, like... I've never dabbled in any of the... like, the resource pack things. Even though I saw, like, a screenshot of, like, you know, a griffin being flown, and then, like, a fantasy, like, thing like that. I'm like, that's cool. Is that just a skin for, like, an NPC that already exists, or is that, like, its whole new thing? I think that's user-created stuff as well. Like, it's like, I don't know. I don't know the politics of Minecraft. Entirely. I just want a solid answer. Why can't we have penguins, crabs, and armadillos? I just want a solid answer. If it's too hard, that I feel like... I feel like... If one guy can make Dust and Elysian Tail, I think 700 people can make 3 mobs. That's it. So now that I'm done ranting about Minecraft, let's see where the run has gone. I swear Lilith actually does have like a bias in her item pool that preferences getting familiars. With how often I get them, I'm okay with that. Obviously, again, I will sing the praises of many familiars in the game. As the 3, well, we started with one of them that are good, and it's with the character. Well, here we go with 2 that are really strong. I really like both of them. A really good defensive one, a really good offensive one. So, like, as long as we get our second key piece, I think the game is going to be, like, really easy. It's like projectiles, we don't even have to worry about them. That's not a terrible item. That's also, like, solid. We're going to be slower, but... this is probably going to be worth our damage. Our first damage up and tears up of the run, I think? No, I got a sec. I already got a tears up. So, we're going to use that effectively and use it to be, super omegas. Has the foot stomped on us? I did once, right? And I wanted to make sure that we got hit at least once. I also think it stomped on one of the bosses. Which is always a solid thing. Now, if you could be really nice, Mom's Foot, you could just, like, stomp on this boss. I would be, like, really grateful for you. That's not where I want you to stomp. Okay, you're psyching yourself out. I'm thinking he was gonna, like, jump a little bit, like, closer to where I want. Okay, I was shooting the eyeball, so it moved a little bit. Unfortunate hit. It's not that bad. We're, like, at mega health. There we go. There's your second key piece. And a really good defensive item. We already have a pretty good one, so, like, I doubt, gonna be particularly useful. But it's still, like, increased for defense. I also walked into the boss, because I walked into the pedestal. I was trying to get some of that, that trail damage. I'm gonna go ahead and bomb you because I'm getting lazy here. Looks like we have 10 of them. We can use a couple bombs if we really need them. I guess we can look for our teleport out. Hopefully get another good item. I'm just gonna like let them walk into these because that'll do more damage. This defensive barrier. Pretty much a defensive item in itself when you really think about it, at least for enemies that walk forward at you. A lot of defensive items. It's kind of like both. I could have gone in there for like free. Because I'm probably not going to use this Hangman card for much. Maybe I'll like keep it to the next floor and use it for something. Maybe I could get 2 bombs. Not particularly sure what I should use it on yet. Get this key here. So get this teleport card. Okay, there's a. So we skipped our one item room just because we couldn't unlock it at the time, which is like something that just happens on this character, I guess. as it continues to happen like almost every run. We're gonna get Pluto, which I'm okay with Pluto. That's a tears up. Wow. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna use it here just because I'm gonna get lazy. Is Pluto the one that gives you like the smaller baby sprite? It looks like it. And it's also the one that lets like some projectiles just fly over your head. So projectiles are like the least of my concerns, which is funny because we're doing the Mega Satan fight, as well as other things. We also got stomped on by the foot there. I did see it happening, but like I'm so small that like my familiar is larger than me. Like one of these tiers is like my size, so it's a little hard to figure out where I'm at. There's a debate to taking this. I do like that book. If I had like backpack, maybe I'd school bag. I'd take it. It'd be really cool if I got school bag right here. I feel like it's just a cool synergy you don't get to see very often, just because it's a very lucky for you to even find more than 2 grades in your items. You're in your shops. Let alone also finding that book in particular. I know that like there's a level of being a character. We will be using the black rune. And I'm gonna go use it to absorb this item that I'm not gonna use. We got a damage up and a luck up, so obviously that's good. Could have been anything worse. I mean, I would have preferred a speed up, honestly. But we didn't get it, and we did. It's not super necessary. Our stats are pretty good already. And again, we have a really good familiar. I don't remember if Seraphim still like goes with your damage stat. Like it gets multiplied by it. I know Fate's Reward does. That also could have changed. Because they change items pretty frequently, and I would say most of the time they don't like, unless it's like the game breaking super like good items that they all got nerfed, like all the tier 4 items. I would say like probably Seraphim Baby didn't get like a significant nerf to it to make it like not bad, like not usable. Keep trying to like step on me. It's not funny. Okay, so there's another book. Could have bought Bible floor 1 and then been able to have an extra attack. That's double shot. I feel like that's probably the better option of the stuff that was there. I know there was the zap, which I think is the one that's like, is that the one if no, the one that goes between familiars is the trinket. So we don't particularly care. So we're just gonna go ahead and go to the next floor. Try to keep our eyes out for like soul hearts, just so we don't like damn ourselves. Probably could have looked for like the item room there, or like the secret room, so I could see if there's a connection to that boss trap room, get a free item. You know, there's always the usual good strategy for doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the foot, because It's probably past its usefulness. I probably need to care a little bit more about our health pool, so I'm gonna go ahead and just like try to not do that. I would also appreciate if the enemy would ever like pop out, like not even at all the most annoying enemies in the game. I like how they really decided, we're like, okay, like people hate the masks, so let's just make a worse version of them, just like the worst version of them, because this thing's still not dead. I think they move too fast and also never pop out. I guess it doesn't want to pop out, where we will now be bombing out of this room, as the enemy still hasn't done that. And there's another one, so let's hopefully kill it before it becomes an issue in the room. There you go. There you go. Wonderful. I'm still shocked that thing didn't die, despite how many attacks were put into it. That's a wishbone. I mean, I don't have any trinket because we kind of forgave our forgot a lot of forgore our other one because we're not very happy with the outcome. I was debating not taking small rock just because I don't want the speed down. But you know, obviously, like two good stats for one lowering one good stat. It's probably like a net positive. Even though I think speed is honestly one of the more important stats in the game. I was very close to hitting that. I was very close to getting hit by that, and we're gonna go ahead and just take this pill and we'll leave the room. In case it's a paralysis pill. So range up. It's a stat up at least. I think our range is fine. So not my most concerned stat right now for me. I would definitely be a speed up. Could have been a speed down if you want to look at it like that. So I'll be thankful that that wasn't the case. Because that would definitely be a run ender. If we were this slow. But then again, we are also still defense city. I would say Matriarch is probably the only enemy that's going to be threatening on this floor. Daddy Longlegs. You could hit me. I can't tell where I am. I am in the middle of these two particular fires that are now gone because of my speed, plus the fact that Willow just wanted me to remove those from my inventory, I guess. Which is like good on him. Do I even like care about the consumables under here? Actually, I should, because we're going chest this time. I'll go ahead and go with the golden horseshoe. Why not? And we're gonna ignore that chest there. Because we need keys to open the gold chests, especially on the first part of the chest, and then any subsequent rooms that we end up finding gold chests, so we can get more items. Yeah, we definitely want those as well. We're not going to be doing a lot of that floor, though, because, again, we're going to be doing Mega Satan, so we're just going to go fight Blue Baby and head straight to it. I walked into a skull. I don't think I'm going to take Pluto again. I don't like it. Don't like not seeing where I'm at, especially the character that has red hair and blends in pretty well to the rest of the red stuff and the level. Maybe I'll take it on another character. I'm surprised I didn't get hit there. I got hit there, though. Thanks for taking that, little demon baby. Bloody Crown would have been nice, like, 2 floors ago. It's cool that I at least saw it, but there's a good case of why that item kind of sucks. Now there is the defense to be made. Like, I could have gotten it. I could never have fathomed that I would be able to do it. Because the way the trinkets work in this game is, like, for everyone you see, it cycles into its next ID. And we did see a trinket that we didn't open. I think because it was in a trap, like, spike chest, so I didn't open it. For that same reason. So I could have gotten it, I think, 1 floor early. So I would have at least had it for this floor, but it's like, what would one item room really change for this run? I don't think much. Because we're good on basically every stat but speed. And even our speed, it's like, it's a below average, but it's like, it could be worse. And certainly having our particular items we have are definitely going to make sure that that speed stat being that low is not particularly bad. I'm surprised that didn't get blocked. Trinity Shield continuing to be an item that I don't have any respect for, as it seems to have weaseled its way around that particular shield. But we don't. We're not gonna judge it. We did get Devil Baby from our Cambion Conception. Probably one of the worst. Well, not one of the worst, but you know, it's not nearly as good as it used to be, so probably not gonna be too useful. I really don't think that's gonna be very useful either, because I don't think that item's very good at all. I think it contributes to the Seraphim transformation though. So, that's at least a positive. Other than that, really, Bad Trip's also not very good. This room is going to take a minute. It takes a little longer to kill enemies than you would have believed. I just want to like tap walk though, so I don't like get telefragged by one of them that I'm walking into. There you go. And now we can hopefully go here. Under any circumstances, do not get hit by the big one. There you go. I think Seraphim is going to be the one taking care of most of this. Checking all of these fires to see if there's soul hearts in them. That's really weird that you're just going to make me do this. I walked into the fire and then the thing because I'm too small and really can't see where I'm at. Sweet. Yeah, Pluto sucks. It's one of the worst ones. I didn't pick that up, by the way. I didn't pick that item up, I walked over. But I walked into that fire. Let's make sure that we know that one for the future. Didn't pick up the heart I walked next to. Did pick up the fire. So that's kind of cool. Well, I didn't pick up the fire, I got hit by the fire. But you know the point I'm trying to make here. I'd put it as an F tier item. If you want me to put my like item tier list that I deleted off my channel, I'm pretty sure. Because one is irrelevant, and two, I kind of hate that video. Maybe I should do a tier list again on this game. I feel like other people probably have already done that. I know Northern Line has certainly done it. It's just fun to give your opinion on items. I could do it now if you want. Botfly, easy A tier. We got Incubus, easy PZ tier. I don't even have to like play this fight, by the way. I can pretty much just stand here. Botfly and Trinity Shield will make sure that I can basically do this scot-free. I was gonna say the only thing I'll have to worry about is the Beam of Light that I don't have the reaction time while playing the video game to not get hit by. So I'm not mad about getting hit there, I'm just like accepting it, because again, what do you do in a time like that? Huh? Why did that happen? I don't think I care. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue the floor and then go to the next one. We got Rune Bag. 2 more things to do, and then we have done everything on this character. Is that conjoined? No. Now if I get conjoined, does that just lower my damage and also just cause me to be disappointed? Because there's an easy chance that could happen. Does he get does Incubus get triple shot when you get that? Not entirely sure. There's mirror your tier effects, but I mean, it seems like one of those things that might be a little weird. Ice Baby is a nice get. I like Ice Baby. We'll be able to dupe it for most fights, giving us 2 of them. Hello, guy. Dang, you didn't brimstone that. Just gonna use my protective barrier of things. I'm just too slow to not get hit by him, I guess. And he's also like the best at dodging the line of things I had right there. Again, Mega Satan's probably not gonna be that much of a challenge, as most of his attacks will be countered by standing still. Not as good as Isaac's Heart will be for doing that. I would say Isaac's Heart. I fought like every endgame boss with Isaac's Heart at this point to try to prove a point how I like the item, and I will stand by the fact that I think it's good. It's basically a worse Isaac's Heart for the defensive quality. Is what I'm gonna say for Trinity Shield. Easy like D tier item. I'm not gonna start rating items. At least maybe not yet. Maybe I'll do it for a funny video. You want to see a tier list video? I'll ask in the beginning of another video in case like people want something like that. I can't imagine me doing all items in the same pool. Like I would probably do active items and passive items and trinkets like separate, and then miscellaneous, probably. The world. I am gonna use this, and then we'll do like a couple rooms to just try to not have to sit here longer on this particular fight. But honestly, would have a blue baby with like my regular attacks be like? Honestly, it's taking a lot longer than I would think it would. But we are gonna have a buff for the boss fight. Plus, most of my double tiers are gonna be hitting Mega Satan for sure. And then we'll walk back, do a couple of these rooms. I'm gonna go in the secret room for sure. Because that might, one, be an easy charge, because I might get a room with a couple spiders in it, and that'll give me my second charge for this. And then I would only have to do one more room. That's that damage up. It's another speed down, which we're already just like... We're going whole hog in the speed downs. Okay, this is an easy room. That speed down is really bad. I'm just gonna try to freeze you and not let you move up to me. Why were you like moving diagonally, my guy? Don't do that. I wonder if he started his like drop animation and then I just kind of skipped it. I don't think that's gonna be useful, so I'm not gonna take it and use it. I'm gonna go ahead and just like buff. Hit that card and that spacebar, and let's go for this. So what's going to be the most threatening thing in this fight? It's probably going to be the Sins. I don't think anything else is going to be too bad. The Angels, maybe by, if they fly a little weird, maybe will be a little bit more difficult. But yeah, other than that, yeah, Sins maybe like, they are the champion versions. Maybe Death, if you like slow me down here. Can Champion Death slow you down? I don't remember. War also might be a little more difficult. So you want to try to make sure he doesn't like walk too fast at us. There you go. Mega Satan himself is probably going to be the least threatening of all the things in this entire fight. As most attacks are going to be countered by, honestly, probably could just stood still there. But we're still going to be hitting him if we like dodge. So like I don't care particularly. Alright, the next one's probably going to be Lust. That's going to be problematic for me. I'm going to say, like, probably, like, Super Greed now? Not Ultra Greed. That'd be weird if you fought Ultra Greed right here, right next to the other boss. That's when you spawn him in console, but he's not console's not enabled. He's not a cheer. I definitely didn't, do that. On my Lost run, didn't do that. Never happened. Hey, death animations, counter argument. Okay. Isn't there like a mod that like fixes like Greed's head? So you gotta make conversation, because like this fight's not particularly interesting. It's just a longer fight that's kind of boring. Like I haven't gotten hit yet, so there's like a high likelihood that I'm just gonna win this. Not particularly frightened by any of the enemies that I'm fighting. But yeah, that Greed sprite certainly has a backwards money symbol when he has his face looking a different direction. We need a fix. I think we need to vote for that bug fix, because apparently one little change like that's too hard. I'm not gonna keep shit talking Minecraft. I like Minecraft. At least I used to play it a lot. Don't do it anymore. I got something called Burned Out. I did get hit once, so that's more than I was expecting, honestly. Of all things to hit me, it was the Brimstone laser. And I think it's fine, because again, our speed stat is definitely the thing that determined that. Let's try to just line these guys up so they just do their maximum possible damage, and then we'll just sit here. That's one of the harder attacks, mitigated by the amount of defensive items that I have that allow me to stand still in the bullet hell boss fight. This, it could hit me, but I like don't care. Our health is like fine. Honestly, I'm feeling brave, so I just want to like block as many of these as I can, and then that'll increase my spell with all those near misses, and then I can probably use it to beat the Jebel fight. That's a stupid Undertale joke. It's technically Deltarune. You can't be saying the name of the game wrong. You're stupid. You're silly. Okay, even these getting hit with the orbs just causes them to not even split. That's Mega Satan. So that's Lilith for now. I had fun. We're not doing Delirium. That would just be a waste of time, and I really don't feel like fighting Delirium with 0.6 speed. So I'm gonna go ahead and just end it here. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. We unlocked Ambient Conception and Big Baby and Dark Baby.